Black Ops 7 Zombies is surprisingly awesome. And I say this because I know Black Ops 7 hasn't been the most popular. I already made a video on the multiplayer and honestly, for me it was just boring. And the campaign, I'm not even going to touch it. I've seen enough of the campaign, I just have no interest in playing it. So the first thing I noticed going into Zombies is that the menu and the loadout are pretty much the same from Black Ops 6. I mean, you just choose your weapons and your equipment and all that, just like before. But one thing I did notice is that all your augments from Black Ops 6 do carry on over, so all the progress you did, or if you completed them all, like they would all carry on over, but also they've added like more upgrades, so it's not just like you've completed it and that's it, you just like carry on with the new upgrades they've done. Like for me, I didn't really complete all the augments, so like the ones I didn't complete, I still got to complete them plus the new upgrades, so pretty much it's longer for me now to basically complete a whole augment. But if you did complete them all in Black Ops 6, you don't have as much to go in Black Ops 7. And I actually do like this idea, because if they're going to keep the same augments in Black Ops 7 as Black Ops 6, like imagine grinding through all that again, it would just be boring. So I'm glad they've just like carried it on over and just added more upgrades. You will also notice that there are different playlists in Zombies as well in Black Ops 7. You've got Standard, Survival, Cursed and Dead Ops Arcade. So Standard is pretty much normal Zombies which you play in Black Ops 6. Survival is like one part of the Ash of the Damned map, which I will talk about in a bit. And then you've also got Cursed, and Cursed is pretty much like Black Ops 1 Zombies, which I do like they added, because I've always preferred like the Black Ops 1 Zombies because it is harder, and they just added it in this as well. So you do have the option, which is good. And then you've got the Dead Ops Arcade, which is pretty much like the aerial view of like a arcade game. So, you know, I remember that from Black Ops 1 as well, and it is a good little thing to add. So first we'll talk about the Ash of the Damned map first, which was the first map that was released, and then we'll talk about the second map they released in the recent update, which was Astra Malorium. I will be honest as well, like this Ash of the Damned map is one of my favourite Zombies map they've actually made. I'm really enjoying it. So in this map they introduced two new perks, which was Wisp T and also Double Tap. Obviously Double Tap isn't new, it's from like the older Call of Duty Zombies, which is pretty much added rapid fire onto your guns, and Wisp T is just like some wisp that follows you around and helps you kill zombies. So Ash of the Damned is pretty much Transit from Black Ops 2, but in my opinion this is way better than Transit. Transit I wasn't actually a big fan of. I didn't really like all the lava on the floor and everything, it just got annoying. But this, it just seems like they've done it like so good and so much better than Transit. Like, I like how you can just drive around in your truck to the different areas of the map, but also you can just jump pad across like to different parts of the map, which is not hard at all, and it's just like a really easy way to get around. I also find in the map there are just so many locations you can actually like train zombies. Like Black Ops 6, I just sort of found it was harder to train zombies. The maps weren't really that open, they're quite closed and small. But in this Ash of the Damned map, they're all like, it's quite open, so you can train zombies much better. I also really like in this map that it is dark, it is gritty, and it is really creepy. And to be honest, for me, that's like the main thing with zombies. Like, you got to keep it dark and gritty. I don't want these like bright, really bright maps. I don't want these like stupid bosses like that just look stupid in zombies. I like it to look creepy, like you're actually like there and it's supposed to look scary. I do also really like the Easter egg in Ash of the Damned.
Will forgive me if I do not drop everything to do the bidding of a gigantic floating head.
Speak for yourself. We do this all the damn time.
But it is really difficult, especially the last part with the boss. Apart from it being really hard, it is a really good Easter egg. Like I said, Ash of the Damned is pretty much just a much better version of Transit. I like it as a big open map, and you can just like travel across the different parts. It's just like a loads of little maps in like one big one. I like that, and it just seems like they really worked hard on this, and they actually, you know, put a lot of effort into it. So now onto the new map, Astra Malorium, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not enjoying it as much as Ash of the Damned. Like, it is very small, cramped. It's not as like dark, creepy. It's quite a light map. You will notice they did add a new perk in this new map though, and it is one of my favourite perks, to be honest, which is Mule Kick, which is obviously not a new perk. It is like a perk from the old Call of Duties again, but it's basically you're allowed 3 primary weapons, which I do really like this, because sometimes I'll have like a wounded weapon and like my normal weapon, and sometimes I don't really want to always use my wounded weapon, so I've only got the one gun I'm really using. So now you can have like 1 wounded weapon and 2 pretty much your basic weapons. There is this constant boss that will roam around the map while you're playing. His name's Oscar, and he's like some robot, and it reminds me of George from Black Ops 1. I think the map was called Mob of the Dead, I'm not 100% sure. But I do like this idea. I do like they're adding some different things, and it's not just the same every map. But you know, you don't have to kill him, but if you want to do the Easter egg, you do have to kill him. On the dog rounds, I know they're not dogs, they're ghouls, but I just call them dog rounds anyway still. But basically there'll be these meteors that will drop down if you're outside, and they can hit you and damage you. It is a small map, so if you do want to like train zombies like in Ashes of the Damned, it is a lot harder. Like I found the best place was like soon as you spawn, to be honest. Anywhere else it's really hard to train zombies. I find on this map you just got to keep running around the map and not really train in one certain place. You just got to keep running around. But to be honest, it's quite hectic because on dog rounds you've got the meteors coming out the sky, you've got the boss that will just keep roaming around the map and attack you if you're close to it. Even exfilling is quite difficult because it's just in one part you've got to like kill the boss, and it's just so cramped and small to just survive. Not like an awful map, but it's not the best map either. Like it is fun to play now and again, but to be honest, when I'm playing zombies I just prefer to go straight to Ashes of the Damned. It's just too small, cramped. It feels like they rushed the map because there wasn't like a specific map, like a smallish one, because I feel like not all people like the big maps like Ashes of the Damned, so they just made a quick one for everyone else who doesn't really like it. Zombies in Black Ops 7 does pretty much feel like zombies in Black Ops 6. Gameplay feels pretty much same, loadout the exact same, menu the exact same. Also you got new maps, upgraded augments, new perks, which is good. And I wouldn't say it's really bad that it's pretty much the same as Black Ops 6, because I actually did like Black Ops 6 zombies as well, but I think they have improved it in Black Ops 7, especially because they got rid of the really insane score streaks. Like the score streak of the chopper gunner in Black Ops 6 was just insane, and it was just overpowered. You could just keep spamming it and you just get to hit really high rounds with that. And the score streaks in Black Ops 7 aren't as good, and you can't keep spamming it as much, and you can't find them as much on the ground as well. But if I am honest, I do wish zombies would go back to how it was, especially in Black Ops 1, where it was just a lot harder in general. You'd go down in like 2 hits if you had Juggernaut, maybe 3 or 4. There was no like pack punching your weapon like 3 times. There was no like these score streaks or anything like that. It was just pure like survival. So if you went to like round 30 or 40, that was high. In today's like zombies, it's not that much, to be honest. But I really can't complain because I'm really enjoying Black Ops 7 Zombies, especially the first map, Ashes of the Damned. Like, it is so fun. As I said, it is just a much better transit map, and it is dark and it is gritty. I did also like the Black Ops 6 Zombies, but I just think they improved it so much more in Black Ops 7. And I do hope that they carry on everything over into the next Call of Duty or the next Black Ops, like your augments and everything. I do like the progression, and I know I said I liked the Black Ops 1 Zombies, but I know it will just never get back to that because it is quite basic. So I just hope they just carry everything over like they did from Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7. But unfortunately, zombies in Black Ops 7 is probably the only good thing about Black Ops 7. Everything else I'm just not a fan of, to be honest. But feel free if you want to watch my last video about the Black Ops 7 multiplayer, and if not, I'll see you in the next video.